this painting is going to come to an end very soon. Well, that is my hope, that it's going to be very soon. But I never tried to rush things. I always want things to look, I guess, to my standard in the end. Like, there's always like things that I always sometimes go back into, and I say it needs either more detail or some tones off, or some building might be in need of reworking. But to make a long story short, I feel I could wrap this painting up. Watch it take another few months. Hello and welcome. My name is Charlambos. I go by Bob. I am not your typical painter. And today I'm going to discuss my game plan going forward now. From my previous video, I was talking about how I was going to work my way down from the top to the river. And now I'm going to focus in this area here. Something interesting is this is probably one of the most unfinished areas of my entire painting. I messed up completely and I left it to the side so I could go back into it later on after I kind of, I guess, had a little break from it. But I'm probably going to go back into it soon. And one of the things I'm going to do, I'm going to pay attention to the photo and see exactly what is off, because some of these buildings are really off. Depending on time constraints, I might have to kind of improvise a little bit. So, residents of Kalambaka, I'm sorry again if I misplace a building or two. The other thing I'm going to do is detail the buildings even more and more as I progress down, and probably like show things like cars. And I don't know if there's people visible, but if I see something in the photo that looks like a person, I will try to make a little mark or kind of an impression of a person. The other thing I want to focus on besides the buildings is also the trees. There's certain trees I already began on painting them, but there's things like trunks and more branches that stand out that I'm going to try to capture in the painting. Also the separation of the hills. Some of them don't look like there's a separation like here, where I'm going to have to kind of like blur this area here so this part here stands out. As for color, as I mentioned in some previous videos, I will emphasize on more of a brighter red here than I did here. Here I actually muted it more on my second run, and I'm going to continue to kind of gradually add more color that is not actually visible in the photo, just so this red pops out here. And eventually I will get to this area here and also the mountain. These are going to be like a special area of the painting for me, probably because it's greenery and rock. It's kind of going to be the most organic part of the painting versus lots of structure in the buildings of kind of angles and straight lines to form the buildings, where this is going to be more curvature, more greenery. The goal is that you could actually be in this field and be able to pick a flower or touch a tree if you were to imagine yourself in the painting. And as for the mountain, to be visually textured, where you could grab the mountain and feel the roughness of it, and in some areas the smoothness, because there's also smooth areas in the mountain. Anyway, I'm quite happy how this painting is turning out. There are some things I probably would have done differently if I could redo it again, but everything's a learning experience, and in some ways I can't wait to actually in the future just look back at my old videos and see what I was doing differently or how I improved since then. But art is always a form of correction, and you always fail and learn how to correct yourself. At least that's how I see it. You fail, you learn from your failure, and you move on. So the next time you do something, it'll be easier. Or the experience you had from the previous work will carry on and you might look at things differently. I wanted to make this video short and sweet, so if you made it to the end, thanks for watching. I truly appreciate it. I will keep you guys posted on the progress, or lack of progress, I am making on this painting. I do plan on actually starting 3 new paintings soon. Yes, 3. One's going to be as soon as I'm done this painting, but 2 I'm going to probably start soon. And more on that on the next video, I guess. Anyway, until next time, thank you for watching.